Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into something super important for, well, pretty much any organization out there.
Yeah, especially these days.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about workforce planning.
All right.
And I think a lot of people hear that and they think, oh, hiring and firing.
Right. HR stuff.
Right. But it's actually a lot more strategic than that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's really about
It really is. It's about
big picture, making sure you have the right people
the right people
with the right skills.
at the right time.
Yeah, it's like how,
Having all the pieces.
a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. So our source actually defines workforce planning as ensuring that an organization has the talent it needs to effectively fulfill its mission.
And thrive, not just survive.
Exactly. Not just survive, thrive.
And it's about anticipating those needs, not just reacting, which so many companies end up doing.
Yeah. That's so important, being proactive.
Thinking ahead, yeah.
So we're talking about a proactive approach, and our source breaks down workforce planning into 6 key components, which we're going to go through today.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so first up is workforce forecasting. Sounds kind of fancy, right?
It does. It's like, are we predicting the future here?
Kind of, but it's all based on data and trends.
It's taking all those things and really looking ahead. I always think of it like,
Like that.
you're building a house.
Okay, yeah.
You don't just start, laying bricks and putting up walls.
You need a plan.
You gotta have a blueprint, right? You need to know how many rooms, what the foundation's gonna be like, all that stuff.
So workforce forecasting is like the blueprint.
Exactly, for your people.
For your people.
So you analyze things like, business growth,
Right. Are you expanding?
new technologies, what skills are gonna be needed, down the road.
Makes sense.
So you can anticipate those needs.
So for example, if a company knows they're about to launch like a major new product
Yeah.
or expand into a new market.
Right. Can use workforce forecasting to figure out, okay,
How many people are we going to need? What kinds of skills?
exactly, to make it a success.
Yeah. And the source actually gave this really cool example
Yeah.
of a tech company that was developing this new software product, really cutting edge stuff.
Okay.
And through workforce forecasting, they realized they were going to need to double the size of their development team
Whoa.
well in advance.
Wow.
So they had the talent ready when that product launched. They didn't have to scramble at the last minute.
That's huge. That saves so much time and stress, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so once you've looked ahead, done your workforce forecasting,
Right, you got your blueprint.
got your blueprint, then it's time to look inward.
Assess what you have.
And that's where skills assessment comes in.
Exactly. Got to take stock of your current team, see what you've got, what you're working with.
It's like taking inventory.
Yeah, a talent audit, if you will.
Right, so you're figuring out, okay,
What skills do my employees have? Where are the strengths? Where are the gaps?
where do we need to maybe do some training, some upskilling?
And this can also be a great opportunity, right, to uncover like hidden talents
Oh, yeah, sometimes people have skills that they don't even realize.
or they haven't had a chance to use.
Or they're not using in their current role.
So it's like you said, it's maximizing everyone's potential.
It benefits both the company and the individual.
It does. It really does.
Everybody wins,
Okay. Next up, we have succession planning
which is thinking ahead again, but this time it's about leadership.
and continuity, right?
Yeah, making sure that when someone leaves, retires, whatever it might be, that there's a smooth transition.
That you're not left in a lurch,
Yeah, because losing key people can be really disruptive.
especially if they have a lot of institutional knowledge.
Exactly. So succession planning is about identifying and developing those future leaders from within.
So you're not scrambling to fill a position at the last minute.
And you're preserving that valuable knowledge, that experience.
That tribal knowledge, yeah, it's so important.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on, we have talent acquisition and retention. I feel like these two go hand in hand.
Oh, absolutely. Two sides of the same coin, right?
Yeah, because it's not enough to just attract great people.
You got to keep them too.
You got to keep them. So this is about,
Creating a workplace where people want to stay, where they can grow.
right, thinking about compensation, benefits, but also
Company culture, career development opportunities.
work-life balance, all that good stuff.
Yeah, it all matters.
All right, so next up we have technology integration. I feel like this is such a big part of everything these days.
It's huge. Technology is really transforming how we approach workforce planning.
In what ways?
Well, we have all these amazing software tools, AI even, that can help us analyze data, identify trends,
Oh, wow.
automate tasks, get insights into employee performance, engagement.
It's like having a superpowered HR department.
Exactly. It's so efficient, frees up time for more strategic thinking.
I love that. Okay, last but certainly not least,
the all-important.
Budgeting, right. Because even the best laid plans,
Got to be realistic.
they got to fit within the budget.
So this is about aligning those workforce goals with your financial resources.
Make sure you can actually afford to implement all these great ideas.
Right, so budgeting for things like, salaries, benefits, training, technology, all of it.
It all adds up.
It does.
So we've covered a lot, and I think it's clear that workforce planning is really comprehensive.
It touches every part of the organization.
It does, and it's so important. But what are some of the benefits for companies that actually do this well?
Oh, there are so many. First of all, reduce turnover.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah, when you create a great place to work, people want to stay, so you're not constantly having to replace people.
Makes sense.
Also, higher employee satisfaction.
Happy employees, productive employees.
Exactly. And when everyone's on the same page, you get better alignment between individual goals and company objectives.
So it's all connected.
It is. And ultimately, all of this leads to improved organizational performance, a stronger competitive edge.
So really, workforce planning is about being strategic, being proactive, being adaptable in a world that's constantly changing.
And that's how companies thrive.
It is, so something to think about.
Yeah.
How can your own company apply these concepts? And what skills do you personally need to develop to stay ahead of the curve?
Great questions, everybody.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.